Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Okay, I hope everybody's having a really good day and you're getting a chance to craft or watch some videos or tear out pages in a magazine or whatever you like to do. I am a little late to this party right here. I don't know if you can see March 15th through April 15th. So I'm a little bit late, but this is the Spring Bounty Challenge, hashtag SB Challenge. And I wanted to go over this with you because it is so amazing. So this is a Spring Bounty Folio. There is a tutorial, and I'll put the link in the description box. So basically this challenge is to play with the new Spring Bounty Folio, which is what I'm going to do today, or any of the kits in the Spring Bounty series. And there is a link here as the Junk Journal Studio, but I will link it. And then you enter by sharing a photo of one of your creations from the kits in the Facebook fans group. Okay, so that is the Junk Journal Studio fans group. And I'll link that. I'll give you all the information, and then you'll add SB Challenge to your post. So one person every single day from March 15th to April 15th, 2025 will be randomly chosen, and from those that put their entries on the Facebook fans page. And you'll win free digitals and one entry per person per day, but there's no limit to the number of days that you can win. So simply share a new photo on every day you choose to play. All right, then winners will be posted in the fans group daily, so check back often. And if you've won, you'll just email the Junk Journal Studio at gmail.com to claim your prize. Deadline to claim all the prizes is April 30th, 2025, and most important, it's to share and encourage and cheer each other on. So this is a collaboration between the Junk Journal Studio and Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. So super fun, super fun. Okay, what I did was I printed the kit and cut everything out, inked everything. I have never been so prepped, okay? And I did also watch the tutorial, but I have to tell you, I watched it a couple of days ago, and so I'm kind of just winging my own, which I think is totally fine. I think it's totally fine to do that. So I want to show you what I'm doing. So it also, the great thing is it gives you directions. I think I'm going to punch a hole there, or a little thumb hole. So when you go and you grab the kit for the folio, oh my gosh, every single page tells you exactly what to do. It tells you what to print on the back if you want a double side print. Now I forgot to do some of that. So some of these that could have been double-sided, I did not double-side. You'll see it's a lot of ephemera that could be double-sided, and I just didn't do that. I don't know what happened. I just didn't. I don't know how I missed it because I started out really good. Okay, I am just going to start gluing and chatting and putting this little folio together. And you wouldn't believe all of the ephemera that comes with this. You can get it both. You can get the tutorial. You can go on and get it from the Junk Journal Studio. You can look and get the kit. You can go to Pouring My Art Out for the Lord. You can get that. It's the same one. It's a collaboration between the two. Okay, so we've got our first glue down. Okay, so then that's going to, for me, connect those two. I think I need to go ahead and do this, though. I didn't do that. This bottom seam here. Okay, isn't it beautiful? So much of it reminds me of the spring kit, so it will go so nicely together. All right, am I doing that right? I don't even know. You could fold it every which way. Ooh, that's pretty too. Fold it that way. Any way you want. Okay. And then it has so many pockets and things, and my idea, oh my gosh, I've got to remember now what I thought I was going to do. Okay, that and that. Okay. Then I thought what I would do is hinge this on here. And I have, when I cut out some of the paper and some of the different things, I had some of strips left from the edging. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hinge it with that. Yeah, so I'm chilly tonight. It is night. Joey has men's Bible study tonight, so he is gone. So I kind of had leftovers tonight. Joey and I had a date, and I had a half of a Reuben left, so I heated that up. Delish. I like to put it in the, oh, it's what is it, like our little toaster oven. Sorry, I couldn't think. I like to put it in our toaster oven and kind of brown it back up a little bit, the bread, you know, make it kind of crunchy. It's been in the fridge, so it needed to be crunched up, and it was delish. So I've done that, and all my laundry is done, except when I get done with this video, I'm going to hang up our clothes. And then that will be it. And by that time, Joey will be back. Okay. Okay, so this was supposed to be, was it supposed to be double-sided? No, this didn't need to be double-sided because it was supposed to be a pocket. And I wanted to use it as a flip out. So I put a stamp on that side. So what I'm going to do, I hope you'll go and watch the video, because that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is this, because it is, the folio is so beautiful, and I know I'm probably not doing it the justice, but at least you'll get to see the beautiful digital, all of the different little things, which I just love. I'm going to put a little gap there, just a little bit, just so it'll bend easily. Hinge that in there. I went and had lunch with a friend today. My friend Thelma, she is 90. She told me she's 90 and a half. She's on her way to 91. She's so funny. But we have a local pizzeria, and okay, then I'm going to put this one here. So this could go here if you wanted. You know, you could do it like that. You could put it across from it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here like this. And then you can see that. So they have this lunch special where you get a small pizza and a salad for $10. And I mean, this pizza's 8-inch pizza. Can you believe that? So, I was able to bring some home for Joey to take to his lunch pail tomorrow. anyways, it was nice. We had a great visit, giggling and laughing, and of course she's just a wealth of information. You know, I consider her to, you know, be a mentor of sorts, in the sense of, you know, she has a lot of wisdom and such. So okay, now what I thought I would do is just kind of reinforce on this other side. So I'm just going to take some washi. Let me get rid of that little piece. I'll just cut a couple of pieces here. I thought this might be pretty. It has some little gold specks. So I'm just gonna lay it across here. There. Okay, so there is one thing done. And then so there's a pocket here, and then what I wanted to do is put a pocket on here. So there's these cute little journal cards, but I thought this would be sweet as a pocket, like that. So that is what I'm going to do. I went outside today for a little bit. When I got home, I went out front to kind of clean up a little bit of dead branches, or not, they're kind of like, we have a evergreen tree and there was some stuff. Anyways, I cleaned that up, and all of a sudden it started to rain. I had no idea it was going to rain. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get some pockets down first, and then we'll decorate. So got that one. Here's a pocket. Let's just kind of see where, I hate to cover anything up. I mean, that's all so beautiful. So beautiful. But that would be pretty there. It would also be very, very pretty here too. What do we got here? Yeah, okay. Nope, I think I like it. I gotta see. What else do we have? These cute pockets. Now, so you have this little insert, or wherever you put it on your journal, but then you have this wide insert, and the paper tells you exactly where to score it and everything. So I think this is really pretty. I think I might do that. I don't know, I hate to cover that up. It's so pretty. I also thought about maybe just putting this down and this down, and then trimming this a little bit and using it in here as a journal card. I kind of think I might do that. So let me get this one down first. I don't even know if these are supposed to be pockets. Like I said, I watched the video, but you know how I am. I'm doing two things at once a lot of times. So I was probably printing and watching at the same time. It's a great video, and I've been on the Facebook page, the fans page, and there are so many people, just absolutely beautiful things that they're putting together. And, you know, like I said, every single day is a winner. But it's a great way if you don't have a lot of digitals. It's a really great way for you to have a chance to win, because every day, you know, every day they're drawing winners, and like it says, you can do it more than, you know, once. You can do it every day if you want to. You can put something new using the digitals. And as big as the digitals are, golly, you know, you could make quite a few with just one digital kit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and kind of ink a little bit in the back because I'm going to use it as a journal card. Now we'll decorate at the end, I think. I want to get the pockets on here. Okay. Oh. I need to get a new sponge again. Did I cut it small enough? Ah, a little bit more. I should have checked that before I rounded the corner and inked it, huh? Oops. Try to make sure it's straight. Let's put it up here. Have something to rest it against. Guess I'll just cut that whole piece off of there. Okay, it's gonna fit. I just need to round the corners, I think, make it fit a little bit better. So yeah, I was thinking about going outside today when it started to rain. I had put the cayenne pepper on the tulips because they're barely coming up, and the deer have already eaten some of them. So I'm kind of wondering, I'll go out tomorrow and see if you can still see any of that cayenne. Because if you can't, I need to put it on again. You got to stay right on it, you know. Okay, so see, that's fun. And then we'll put something here. And so we have 1 pocket, 2 pocket. That's fun. Okay, what else? And then this here, I think, is going to be pretty. And this is just going to, I'm just going to do these two. And we'll slide a few things in there. There's plenty. Oh, I'll show you my very favorite piece. I would have bought the kit just for this one piece. It is so cute. And I don't remember if there's something similar to it in the Spring Bounty, you know, just the regular Spring Bounty kit or not. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah. I don't remember it, so I'll have to see. Okay. All right, now what? Okay. Wow. Pockets, pockets, pockets. Okay. All right. I think I did something that I wanted to do something else with, but yeah. Okay, I think we'll do this, like this. How's that? Yeah. I got quiet trying to get that straight line there. On the tutorial video, Debbie gives a lot of great tips on placing and different things like that. And I wish I would have watched it again. But I mean, you can't go wrong when you just can't mess things up when you're junk journaling. I don't think. I just really feel like it's one of those things that you just go with it, you know. Hands are cold. Okay, so that goes like this, like that. And I kind of wanted to leave that by itself. I know you could put stuff over it, but I just thought that was really pretty. Okay, so here's our only leftover page, and I wanted to put this bunny fold out. Isn't that cute? And I drew myself a line here because I would like to... Now, you could glue this on as a pocket. I think we will. I think we'll do that. But I first want to put this ribbon on there. And I don't know if that's going to cause trouble making this a pocket or not, but we'll see. I just kind of want to... I made myself a little mark to put this on because I wanted to tie it, but I wanted to still see the bunny. Okay, let me just get a piece of paper towel. Make sure that it's not going to bleed through, because if it bleeds through, then our pocket won't work. So see, there's a little bit coming through, so we'll have to let that dry a little bit before we glue it on. I think that would be kind of fun to make it a pocket. Okay, so there's that. Okay, now let's see what else. Okay, so this is fun. Look at this pretty little envelope. You need to glue that, or you could leave it open, cut these off, you know, and just have it as a fold down. But I think, what do I want to do? Do I want to leave it as a fold down? I like the fold down. I think that's pretty, don't you? Yeah, I think I'm going to cut these off. I just decided that. Just decided that. Well, the saga of the green scissors, green-handled scissors continues. They are not in Little Addie's sewing kit. That was my last hope before I thought I was going absolutely crazy. So now I feel like I'm going absolutely crazy. Okay, so when I originally did this, I didn't do any distressing, antiquing on the inside because it was going to be folded up, but now I've decided to leave it open, so we'll go ahead and put a little bit here. Yeah, so where could it be? Where could those scissors be? I don't take them traveling with me because I have kind of a little travel kit, and if I fly, you know, the blade has to be less than 4 inches, so I take my little Tim Holtz to fly for when I sew or craft on the flight. So I know they're not in that, plus I haven't flown in a while, and I have used them since. I think I need to go back and see what video did I have them in. Maybe I put them away with whatever I was working on. Okay, that's cute. I'm glad I'm going to leave it like that. There is a little, there's a couple of little circles. And I think I would like to put that on there. I'd like to put that on there, but how am I going to keep it to... Oh, I know. Maybe I put it on this. And then you could do that. Okay. Another thing that this really great digital, it tells you, makes suggestions on what paper to print on. So that's neat. This, the reason I thought of that is because this, it recommended you do it on like a cardstock or a heavy, kind of a heavier weighted paper. Now I was paying attention to that when I printed, but I thought it would be kind of neat to make it like a soft envelope. And I kind of like the soft envelope feel. I think I'll put a little crease right there. Right here. Okay, now we need to find a pocket big enough for that, and I think, wonder if this one would work. It's gonna be too big. Yeah, too big. Needs to go, there we go. Needs to go on the big side. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Okay, so far so good. All right, now here's some of the ephemera. And let's go with some of the taller things. Okay, get my bearings here. All right. Oh, one thing that I did was on some of them, I went around, I inked with purple. I have this color. And some of them I went around and inked with yellow. And then I went back over it with my vintage photo. And I'll give you an example. So here, I'll show you the back. It's kind of a little easier to see. Purple and yellow, and then vintage photo. So it kind of gives you a different color, as you know, on the edges. Here's another example of purple. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, it just kind of gives you a different look. Okay, let's see what could go in this one. This is a thin one, a narrow pocket. Narrow page, because see, this one is 5.5, I want to say, and then this one is, I think, 3.5 or 4 or something like that. Whoop, let's put one of these guys. These are so pretty. I almost hate to cover that lilac up. Let's see where else we can put stuff. Oh yeah, here's a bunch. That's cute. That's very pretty, those pansies. Boy, I'll tell you what. Oh, wait, here's some more. Okay. I was like, I sure felt like I was cutting and inking more. These are little labels, and we'll use those in a little bit. And there's some lace just in case we want to do that. But here's some little ones. I was going to say, I felt like I was inking the whole time. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? That's what ours are looking like right now. Oh, that is so pretty. I want to cover up that pretty butterfly. Okay. What else? Okay, this is the one that I was saying I would have bought this kit for. Isn't that adorable? I just think that is the sweetest little thing. I've got to find the perfect spot for it. Okay, let's keep filling. Keep filling. Okay, I think that might, nope, that'll fit. That's cute too, isn't it? Oh, that's not a, let's put it over here. Oh yeah, that's cute. It's poking out like that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, this one is going to be a smaller one. Okay. See if I can get it in there where it'll. I want it to show, but I don't want it to show too much on the back here. So let's use this one and maybe something like this. Cute. Okay. Oh, and then there's this. And then something can go here. Or you can just write, so we could just put a title up there and then something, glue something on there. Okay. All right, so we have bunny. And how about we poke this in there? It's fun. Wow, look at all of this ephemera. Okay, I think, let's see here. Let me see. Okay, I think this is that dry enough? Yeah, I think it's dry enough. Okay, let's put it down and see if it can be used as a pocket too. Guess you could kind of use it as a belly band if you wanted to. Like this. Okay, and I'm just going to tie that. Oops. Look how fun this is. Okay, here's your bunny, and then here's your top, but look, when you fold it, it completes the bunny, so that's cute. Okay. All right, now might have to keep adjusting to get that. There we go. Let's see what could go. Will this fit? Yeah, look at that. Fits right in. Oh no, I should have brought it down here. It's too tall. Too tall. Oh boy. Okay, I think if I cut it at the bottom. Oh gosh. Oh boy, I should have watched the video again. Let me cut it off right down here and see what happens. See how tall it is. Still too tall. I guess if I don't want to go any smaller, any shorter, but I am going to trim that off and re-ink. Let me think here. Let me think if I mind it poking through to the front. I guess if I put a ribbon in it, it wouldn't look so bad, you know. Okay, so that's going to go like this, and that's going to go like that. And then that's going to poke up like that. Well, we have all of these little sayings, so we could do something like that. What's this say? Hello, spring. So that might work. That might be okay. Yeah, I think that'd be okay. But I think what I'm going to do is grab that purple and kind of give it a little color, since it's going to be right on the front there. Let me grab a piece of paper. These folios are super fun in the sense that it's a really neat way, not just to house some of your fun ephemera, but it's also a really great way for you to journal, you know. So let's say you're wanting to do, maybe you want to journal Easter. So you could just use this completely for Easter. Maybe you have guests or your grandchildren or your children, and you have each of them, you know, write their experience on the back. You could write what your church service, you know, you can write that, notes on one or something. And then just tuck this whole thing in your journal as 2025 Easter. You know, you could do that. What do you think about this? You think that would save us? Can't really find a place to put it without covering it. No. All right, let's leave it like that for now. Okay, so all right, so Bunny is on there. We have that there. We have a couple in here. We have a couple in here. Let's put something else in here. It is so cold in this house. And Joey would crack up if he heard me say that, because I'm usually the one that's boiling. Okay, let's swap these two. Let's put this one here. I'm always wanting to turn the heater down so it's not so hot, and he's always wanting it up. But today, man, I am freezing. That's cute. Isn't this beautiful? So pretty. Wonder if this would look cute with... Yeah, I think that's cute. Maybe pull that one up a little bit and she can peek out. All right. That's so pretty. I was going to glue it on here, but it's so pretty. Let me see. Does that go across? Barely. What to do? I've got some more of these. Okay, bear with me on this one. This is kind of a spur of the moment idea, but let's see how it turns out. These are two little strips. They're cardstock, and I cut them off of one of the pages. And I just thought I wanted to keep it because it was so pretty. I used it for the hinge right here, you can see. Okay, so where do I want to make sure I have that where I want it. I think I want it right there. Right there. Okay, so I want the bottom of one of these right there. Make a little pocket there. Okay, I want that. And then I want the other one to go right there. So it's kind of like a little double belly band. This one is going to just be the sides, not the bottom, like a little pocket like we did there. Okay. All right. Oopsie. All right, let's let that dry for a second. I'll just set that right there. Okay. So cute. Well, let's put some decorations on. Let's put a few things down. Oh, there's some cute little things too. Don't want to forget those. Those are cute. That's pretty. These are really pretty. Okay. I think I don't know. I don't know if that's kind of overdoing it. How can you? Right? How can you overdo it on a junk journal? Oh, that looks pretty there. I'm sure we have another one. All right. Let's just do that. Put that down. I'm just going to go halvesies. And then put this one down. Oh gosh. Flipped that right up on me. Oh boy. Okay. Faith. Confidence, trust, or a strong belief in a person or thing. Well, I know who my faith is in. We were just talking about faith. Faith in God. And I think I told you I've been doing this Bible study on Ruth. Such an amazing Bible study, I'll tell you that. I had never heard of this author before. If you're interested, let me know and I'll tell you the book and the author. I can't remember the author's name, but it's really good. Okay. I saw this. I thought this would be neat. Just kind of poked in somewhere. Maybe there. Maybe here. There. That's cute. Okay, so this is not, necessarily a belly band in the sense that I did put a pocket here because I want it to rest where I can see it here. What could we put there? I have all these little things here. That's kind of fun. Glue. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to glue it here because this is smaller. narrower strips, so narrower than this little embellishment. Yeah, okay. Cute. Alrighty. Of course, I still need to find a place for my sweet, sweet bunny. I just love that picture. Just love it. Oh, you know what? We could put... I don't really think we need to put anything in there. But I think I'm going to have this side showing, actually. It'll be a nice little treat when you turn it around. Okay, so like here it says, this is my favorite, and you could write something on there. And then look at all this room you can write on. And even on the inside, it's light enough you could, you know, write in the spaces. Or put some paper. Put some paper there. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I can't hardly stand it. I think I'm going to glue it on there. I'm going to print it again. Print that page again. Cut it out and put it, I think, maybe on my Easter table or something. Make sure I didn't glue anything down. Okay, good. That's sweet. Very sweet. Okay. So many spots. So many spots. And we didn't put anything here. That would be another spot for you if you had put a pocket or something. Okay, I want to put this somewhere. Where? Hey, that's fun. How about right there? That's cute. I think. We'll see. Let's see what would happen if I put this other thing in there instead. I don't think I like that as much. I think I like that just by itself. So let's put this one back. I do like it there. I like that. Okay. And now here is a narrow, you know, like a real shallow, so something like this could go in there. It's fun. Okay. And then we just have some little decor things. So here's a couple of little stamps, and we could put, I don't think I want to put a stamp there. That's so pretty. Could put a stamp here, but that's the same little girl, so I don't want to do that. Let's see what would happen. No, that doesn't look quite right. My daffodils look so beautiful right now. I'm just so pleased. Okay, well, I'm going to save those. We'll have to figure something out. Let's see what's going on. No, that won't work. talking to myself here. Let's see. Sweet. Oh, yes, that would be perfect right there. Perfect. So sweet. Okay. Might need to pick it up a little bit. He knows the way because he is the way. Where to? How about on this one? Yeah, right there. That's pretty. This one I did do on the back. I don't know. Oh boy. I had no rhyme or reason, it looks like. Because this isn't even the cardstock part. It was probably supposed to be cardstock, and then I didn't do it. Oh, we could decorate that one. That pocket. What am I doing here? There we go. Yeah, we could decorate that pocket, because once you take your goodies out to write on them, you will want something there. And this would be cute, because then you would see that. Maybe I'll put 2 on there. Maybe it needed double postage. I think postage is now 75 cents here in the US. 75 cents a stamp. Yikes. And I like to, write letters, so I'm glad I had gotten a bunch of forever stamps, but they're about out. Okay. Now, how about if I just take this quick little stamp here and put a little postage, lightly postage on here. Ew, right on her face. Oh well. Okay, let's put these guys back. Okay. So far so good. Maybe a little something here. And then it's about time we get going here soon. That would be cute right there. I have no idea how long I've been on, and I can't see my timer. But I appreciate you hanging in there with me. I hope you make one of these folios. It's super fun. And look at all of the things you get. I cut everything out. That's cute, isn't it? Love this. It's a little pointer. Where's that bunny? I'm going to put it right there. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. And gosh, we've gotten a couple of new people subscribed, and I really appreciate it. Thank you all. We're still a little baby YouTube channel, and you know, the majority of why I do this YouTube is to leave something for my grandchildren to have, you know, some fun to watch at some point, or to hear me if they ever wanted to, and for people to know that they're always loved, that there's always, they're so loved. And as we're doing Easter right now, I believe that you are so loved, And that is what Jesus proved when he died on the cross for us. So I always tell you, you're so loved, and I believe it. And I want you to know that we pray blessings over you. So I was doing that a little earlier today. Let's see here. Where else could we put a little something? Anyways, got a little off topic of journaling, but those are things you can journal about for sure. I'm just grateful for you. And, you know, when you send us little notes, and some of you send us notes in Messenger, you know, on Facebook and stuff, and I think that's just so sweet, and I just really appreciate it. I think that'll be pretty. Yep, spring showers bring May flowers. That's something we always have to remember, as spring is about, you know, the showers are about on us, and April is just really wet. We just have to remember. We have to remember as we're drenched that flowers are coming. That's cute. I like that color there. I want to use every little thing, so I am working on it. Working on that. So I know this probably is a long video. I have no idea since I can't see my timer, but if it is and you have to stop, which YouTube reminds me, the people at YouTube remind me that most people only watch 9 minutes of my videos, which I get. Everybody's busy and can probably gather a lot of it from the first few minutes, but for those of you that hang out, I just really appreciate it, and I'm glad that you do. Now, I didn't see where she put these. They're so pretty, though. I didn't see where she put them or what she did with them. It's a nice page border, but I'm afraid I have made things too high or low for it. What's going on in here? Let's see if we can put one on here. Let's put them there. Okay. I don't know, that looks pretty cute. I think I'll put that there. And the only thing I wanted to do is just add a little lace. I don't know if I'll put too much, but add a little bit. Okay. And then there's, what's this? 3 postcards for 5 cents. That's cute. Put that right there. And then we just have one more. This purple is really, really pretty. All the purples. Nice. Okay. Okay, like that. And then we have one more. One more. Put it where maybe I don't have something. Maybe on this. Growth. Little chickie and pansies. That's appropriate. I saw this meme where this lady said that she was stopping by the farm supply for, I don't know, bird food or something, I don't know. And then it shows her car and it's full of baby chicks. Our farm supply has baby chicks too right now. So she couldn't leave them. So her whole car is full of baby chicks. Okay. So that's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. And then what about if put a little bit. Oh, that'll cover that up, but we could put it right here. Yeah. And I'm going to see if this will work enough. I just don't want it to bleed through, you know, how it does and gets it real, real shiny and then it inks through. So I think I'm going to try this before I try the Fabri-Tac. This doesn't look like it has a front or back. Okay, I'll cut that off in a minute. That's cute. I don't know if I want yellow or not. That's not big enough, actually. Ah, they're all too little. I could still put it there in the middle. It's kind of cute. Let's do it. Oops, I went all the way. I don't need to go all the way. Okay. Okay. Now, once that dries, if it doesn't feel secure, I'll come back and I'll put some Fabri-Tac on it. Okay. So cute. All right, let's look at it real quick. We used absolutely everything. Plus, and I will put all the links in the description box and the hashtag. Okay. Clean up. All right. It's so pretty. So we have this little writing space with the sweet, sweet bunny. Flip down. You could put, you know, more pretties in there if you wanted to. And I just put this ribbon so that I could tie it. You could put, I think in the video it shows a paper clip to hold it, which would be fun because then you could add more stuff to the paper clip. Okay, and then we've made it into a pocket. Put that little cutie in there. And because it poked out, we put Hello Spring on the back. Turned out okay. So then this little pocket here And then we made this into a flip with a little pocket there and a pocket here. I think I might pull that up a little bit. Maybe like this will fit. Like that. Put that back there. Just rearranging a little bit. Okay. Then we made a little pocket belly band. We hinged that guy in there. And then we have this with a couple of little things. Look at that sweet bunny. I'd probably write on this one, the first bunny I saw, which Joey says that he has seen a bunny. I haven't seen one yet. So I would probably write that down on that. Okay, we go this way. We have these cuties. And we have this tiered one where we took this last tiered one, cut it down a couple of times, and we made it into a card. A nice big journal card. And then these slipped into this other pocket. And then on the back is that very favorite little bunny. Two little bunnies. Made that envelope. And then another card. Look at that, how packed that is. Isn't that fun? I love it. I might still put a little bit of lace or something on that. I can't decide. That looks like a good piece. I don't know. Something just doesn't seem right about it. It looks better with nothing than when I try anything else. So, okay, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with me and doing this folio. And don't forget, I'm going to put all the information. The hashtag that you can go and look up is SB Challenge. But if you'll go over to the Junk Journal Studio fan page on Facebook, you'll see what everybody has been putting on there. And you'll see all the winners on there. So it's the fans group on Facebook. So I will put the link in there, okay? Or the name of it. So the Junk Journal Studio fan, it's called Fans of the Junk Journal Studio, and it's a Facebook group. So just go in there and you get to see all of them that are being done. All right. Okay, I'm just reminding you again, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.